Everyone.
Hello. I like going at the beginning of a show because you're going to find out really quickly that I have the energy of movie credits. So, a little bit about me. I had 12 gerbils when I was a kid. It was supposed to be 2, but we didn't know the difference between boys and girls, so we ended up with 12. It would have been 14. But I don't know if you guys know this. If you don't separate the dad from the babies after they're born, he'll eat them. I know, it's crazy. This is how I learned very, very young that gerbils have very liberal abortion laws. Right? But just like humans, the men make the decisions, you know? Oh, if you're not laughing, you've never seen a man eat a baby. Pretty good. All right, let's get started. My ex-boyfriend, when he broke up with me, one of his reasons, he told me that I overthink too much. And I was like, well, first of all, I think that too much is implied in the word overthink, but okay. And I was like, so you've never ever thought, like, how come only people with full baths can afford half baths? Don't you think you should have a half bath and then you save up and then you get the full thing? I was raised Catholic, woo. My parents, I have a younger sister, my parents made me the godmother, her godmother, and my brother the godfather. So am I off the market? When people ask you about like your thoughts on Roe versus Wade, you're never like, am I in a boat? Or am I just in the water? You know? Am I trying to get somewhere? Should I wash my dildo in the kitchen sink or the bathroom sink? Should I use Dawn or Olay? Is my dildo a dish or a face? I'll keep going. When it dies, should I bury it in the original packaging or like a tiny casket? What should I tell my plants happened to their father? I don't know why I looked right at you guys, but my plants will never have a father because I'm really bad at flirting. One time I thought I would do a wet t-shirt contest. I was like, that'll be flirty and fun, and if I win, all the boys will talk to me, right? So I prepared the day before. I went and I got myself the biggest terry cloth t-shirt I could find. And I was like, surely at the end of this, when they're wringing out all the shirts and measuring the water, I'm gonna have the most, right? That's not the contest, guys. So I think they should rename it. That's confusing. Wet t-shirt, it's confusing. What about like thirsty boobs? Pretty good. If I could just go back to gerbils for a minute. Gerbils have very loud sex. And I know this because I heard it a lot while I was trying to rest up for the 5th grade. The cage was in my room, like next to my bed, and I would wake up in the middle of the night and I would go get it. And I would pick it up and I'd have to carry it out of my bedroom, down the hall to the bathroom, put it in the bathroom and shut the door. So I'd like to think that I invented the Mile High Club for gerbils. I'm an inventor. Is anyone here in the Mile High Club? Okay, cool. I meant the human one, like not the gerbil one. Another place I won't flirt at all is on planes. I don't want to be a part of the Mile High Club. I don't understand the point. There's not like a club jacket, right? There's not free drinks. You don't benefit from this at all. Plus a mile in the air. What airline is this? Like paper? You know? like maybe this would be a challenge, I guess, if it was like a situation where it's like you wait until the plane hits exactly at a mile and then you're like, hurry! And then that's the club. If you've ever been in an airplane, which sounds like none of you have, I don't know if you've seen the bathrooms. They're really small and everything's like built into the wall. And one time I had my pants down and I was looking for the flusher and it's all like everything's one color and I like turned and I found it and I pushed it and my ass hit the faucet. And I was like, does that count? I was on a flight once where there was a kid kicking the back of my seat the whole time. I don't know if anyone's experienced this. This kid was just kicking my seat, and when we finally landed, I was like, oh my God, is this what it's like to be pregnant from behind? Let's see, what's relatable? Is anyone here using their birth control pill packet as like a tiny advent calendar? But it's like a countdown to nothing. Sometimes I just like wait a few days so that all in one day I can have a bunch of treats, you know? That's a fun thing. Let's see, one time I saw my gynecologist and she waved. And I thought it was crazy. I didn't know she recognized me by my face. One time I had an actual appointment. I don't know if you've ever been, but gynecology appointments are just whatever. But at the end, she always says the same thing to me. She's always like, okay, everything looks good. You know, we'll call you if we need to. No news is good news. And I'm like, yeah, I've seen the news, lady. Like, come on, stop telling me that. Okay, let's see. I'll end on something else about myself. A lot of people say they don't want to die alone. And I've thought about it, and I kind of don't mind. Have we seen how people die in groups? Have we? Okay, so I'm gonna leave you on this. These are some I live alone and I'm single, so these are just some fun tips and tricks you can do if you're feeling lonely to make you feel like you're not alone. One, just shove a bunch of metal up your asshole and go through the airport security. I haven't tried that one, but it is an idea. One that I do like to do, anyone here have weighted blankets? Cool, okay. Tie those to your ankles. Then start running towards your door and be like, no, I'm leaving you, and pretend like it's your boyfriend and he's dragging you back and he's saying, no, don't leave. That's one. And then this is my last idea. One thing I like to do, turn the TV on, put the remote somewhere on the couch, and then forget about it. And then I'll come back a little bit later and sit down and the channel will change. And I'll go, hey! I was watching that. That's okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.